Okay, hey everybody, 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here in the Weather Center, and got some pretty good little thunderstorms coming through the area today, so I figured I would jump on here and kind of get you updated on where those storms are, where they're headed for. No watches, no warnings in effect at this particular time, but we do have a marine warning for the mouth of the bay and basically southern Pinellas County. And Anna Maria, it's actually calming down, but man, what a storm went through there. So let's start with that. Let's get down into this. A lot of lightning with this line of storm. That's why I wanted to jump on here today. It is approaching now Pinellas. It's just about into South Tampa or South St. Pete. You can see it just off the coast right here. So now starting to see lightning onshore. I mean, look at the lightning out ahead of this. That's what it's obviously very, very dangerous. It's not raining yet, but that lightning is falling out ahead of it, and that will continue as this tracks off towards the north and the west. So there it is coming across the bay. Apollo Beach, most of this has come to your south, at least the rain, but look at all of that lightning in the Apollo Beach area. I mean, that's pretty good lightning where you're not even seeing rainfall. So we're definitely going to be keeping a close eye on these. They're moving off to the north-northwest, only about 25 miles per hour, so it's not super fast, but they are rolling through the area. Look at all this lightning out here, just off the beach. In fact, let's go over to our bellwether camera and take a look at this. I got controls for this. I'll zoom out just a little bit. I can see the top of that thing. You can't even really see it. Look at that. That is a big storm coming through right there. There's another view of it. Look at that over Boca Ciega Bay. We're looking back. Skyway's off to the right just a little bit. Little shelf cloud there. See the lightning coming out of it. That's a pretty impressive little looking storm right there. Again, no watches or warnings at this particular point, but as you can tell, this is all coming through the area, and we'll continue to push through Pinellas, through I think even downtown Tampa. We'll eventually get some of this as well. Bigger picture, we actually have a tropical wave moving through. If you look at the big picture, look at all this moisture. See all this wave extends something like this, and it's moving off towards the north and the west. So, pretty widespread showers and storms are possible today as a result. There's the latest radar. Now, Polk County, I haven't talked about you yet, but look at all this. I mean, we've got a lot of rain from Avon Park all the way up to Lake Wales. That's going to get up into Legoland and the Winter Haven area with some thunderstorms. Lakeland, just a couple storms developing at this point, but I think we'll get more. The biggest line right now is this one that's coming across the bay and moving in towards Pinellas County. So St. Pete, the pier, look at all that lightning that is now forming effect. Let's go in here and kind of put a box around it and just look at just the lightning in the downtown area. What a strike. Well, clearly that's not right? But we've got about 42 strikes in that area. So that is a lot of lightning. Central Avenue experiencing that right now. Now this will push into Pinellas Park and into Largo within the next 10 minutes. All right, so we're starting to see a little bit of rain in that area right now. Let's get in a little bit closer here. You can see Shore Acres. Here it comes. Look at all that lightning right along the coast. In fact, let's go over to downtown St. Pete because obviously it's getting loud over there. This is the Mahaffey Theater camera. Look at that. Look at that. It is dark out there. Let's zoom out a little bit. Wow. I'll move this a little bit. Maybe the iris will adjust. See it a little bit better. There we go. So the threat with this, again, it's not a severe thunderstorm warning, but the threat with this is mainly lightning and winds at about 40 miles per hour. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we got 45, almost even 50 out of this. But severe has to be 58 and above, and I just don't think we'll see that. Weather Service obviously keeping a very close eye on this. Albert Whitted Airport right there, you can see, obviously, don't want to be flying into that right now. There's some of that lightning we're talking about. And on the right there, there's the museum, so the Dolly basically on the far right there. So yeah, St. Pete, here it comes. Let's zoom out a little bit more and show you downtown St. Pete. The pier's coming up right there. Downtown's just starting to get it. You can see looking towards Old Northeast, looking to the north now towards the Vinoy. Just starting to come in. So this moves in, probably last about 15 to 20 minutes. The heavy stuff, 15 minutes. And then things will clear up. But certainly going to get some good wind out of this as it does blow through the air. You can see the palm trees are doing pretty good right now. Go back to the next rad. You can see again where all this is. Let me put this in motion for you. Look at South St. Pete right now. Man, it's coming out hard right there. Not seeing any rotation. This looks a little interesting. You see what's happening here. It looks like this storm is starting to collapse, and there's going to be some pretty good winds in there. Don't think there's any rotation. But it looks interesting, that's for sure. That area right in here looks very interesting. So South 4th Street, down toward Beach Drive, all of this area here. If I put that there, you can see where it's very heavy there. It's on the east side of 275. So all that area from the pier southward, very, very heavy storm. Hail, yeah, I could expect to see a little bit of hail out of this. And you can see the model is certainly seeing it. Not the model, sorry. This is from the radar. Just about half-inch size hail. That's pretty big. That's getting up there. But that's going to be moving on shore as well. Trying to look at a couple more cameras here. That lightning, wow. Let's look at all our lightning strikes here. You can see where we've seen a ton of lightning out over the bay and over South St. Pete. Now look at this area down here towards the Skyway, Tierra Verde, just getting hammered with the lightning. Now what I can do sometimes is I look at these storms and see how tall they are, and that really kind of gives you an idea of the strongest part of the storm. And this thing's up 42,000 feet. That's getting up there. Let me see. Yeah, upwards of 40,000 feet. We come back here a little bit. You can see where this went over Anna Maria. I mean, look at the size of that storm when it went just over top of Anna Maria. It's up at 50,000 feet. So hail, you know, possibility with that. But although this is a live look right now, it's going to be moving right up the coast. So I'd be keeping an eye on some hail here from, well, basically St. Pete Beach all the way up. Now you can see Clearwater. Let me come back over here to the radar. A little storm over Clearwater. We'll jump over that camera here in a minute. Let me get that. All right. So let's go over to the Clearwater camera. I'll show you that. So it actually looks pretty deep. Oh, there it goes. Raining pretty good right now. Just started to do that too. Go back over to St. Pete. St. Pete's really seeing it come through now. So again, no watches, no warnings, but yeah, really good thunderstorm coming through. If you got any pictures or video, let me know. Send them to me in my email, bdeskins@10tampabay.com, or you go to my Facebook page, obviously, and just send me a message right there. So now, downtown St. Pete, or downtown Tampa, excuse me. This is downtown right here. All right, see that? Davis Islands is right in here, so this is MacDill. Beer Can Island's about right over here. So you can see there's a storm just off the coast. We've got one right here as well. Put this all into motion for you. And what you're seeing is this outflow boundary right here. You see that? Watch this thing come out right there. And that's going to help to spark more showers and storms here. So over in Brandon, Riverview area, especially over here towards the port, I expect that to fill in. Coming across now, almost you're going to hear it on the roof here. We're right there where the word Gandy is. That's where I'm located right now. There it is, getting over towards Largo, or Pinellas Park, and headed up towards Largo. This whole thing will fill in. And then just a few as we get up here in the northwestern Hillsborough County, up towards Racetrack Road, Limeball area. That's right in that area of the Brooker Creek Nature Preserve. But look at the lightning in this one here. Certainly going to be some power outages associated with this as well. Again, so if you look at wind speeds, that type of thing, we don't have anything super impressive. This is right out by the National Weather Service, so 35-mile-per-hour winds, 40-mile-per-hour winds, certainly possible with it. Don't have any rotation, which is good news. But you can see the storm starting to fall apart. You see here we got a lot of green in here, and then the storm in here starts to collapse and pushes wind out in this direction. And you'll see that come up in red. See that there? All right, looking for your questions. What we got going on here? Holly, what's going on? Lori, good to see ya. Shocking. Da, 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 da. Somebody got their marriage restored. That's really good news. Always a good sign. Dean, how are you? Lisa, how are you? Thanks for watching. So let me take you, I want to zoom back out here a little bit and show you the bigger picture. This is actually the best chance of rain for this area right in here. This secondary line is coming through, and I think because we have so much moisture in the atmosphere, it will hold together, especially looks like Tampa northward. But this is going to zap some of the energy out of the atmosphere, and so most likely our best chance for rain is what we're seeing right now in downtown St. Pete. But we still have another line that's going to come through later. So here's the forecast model showing what we're seeing now. Right there it is, pushing north. Here comes that second line over here. See this first line heads up towards Newport Richey, up towards Hudson. That's by about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's about an hour from now, hour and a half. And here comes the line number 2, 7 o'clock. It's in eastern Hillsborough. And then 8 o'clock, there you go, to 9 o'clock. It's pushing off towards the coast. That one's a little suspect to me, but either way, we've just got that big wave coming through, so that gives us a better chance for this to make it all the way through. Is that Polk storm going to make it to Brooksville? Let's go up and look at Polk. Yeah, I think so. If you looked at that model, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock. She's talking about this, making it up to Brooksville. And yeah, some of it will. Again, I'd say 4:30, 5 o'clock. Marine warning. So we got another marine warning just issued. So that's basically just saying. Yeah. All right. Controlling a couple cameras here. Let's go to downtown Tampa. Well, actually, that's not downtown. This is downtown here. And it's gone. Oh, lost the camera. I was wondering if that was going to happen or not. So let's go over here. We're going to come back here to the TV station, WTSP, get our view here if it's coming across the bay. You can see that there. Now, if we look over towards downtown St. Pete, what's coming through there, let me get this pole out of the way here. There it is. You can see that coming by. That's dark coming through. So let's go down and check on a little bit of hail here because I do expect small hail in here. Most of this will be pea-size hail, something like that. But if you're hearing a little something ticking on the car or something out there, yeah, don't be surprised if that's hail. We had some yesterday around the area as well too. Al, how are you doing? In Sarasota. Yeah, you know what, Al? We haven't talked too much about Sarasota yet. We're talking about the beaches, but look at you. You're doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good right now, and even later tonight. Yeah, not a whole lot coming through there tonight, but I think you have the chance still. Not a whole lot. But these storms are now moving out and into the Tampa Bay area. Lots of little boundaries left over. Watch these little green lines right in here. See that sea breeze come in? There's another one comes in here, and then you got storms that formed along the northern part of the bay, sea breeze. There's a sea breeze here from outflow actually from this storm. So you got all these little boundaries coming together, and they help pop up these showers and thunderstorms. And with the heating that we've seen today, we've already seen the low 90s in this area and a lot of humidity. And so, yeah, we're going to continue to fill this in as it moves to the north and the west. Plans to travel across the bridge right now. Not the best because that is actually going to, of course, get worse. But I do expect the rain to move over top of the bridges right now. The bridges are actually looking pretty good. If you look at drive times, not seeing any issues there. Let's come back over here to the traffic. I can show you this. Down here towards the Skyway there. Look at the Skyway. You see all the reds right there? That is because we have the Skyway. What was that? No, you didn't. You didn't miss it.
I come up to Bobby and I said, sorry, man, I missed your Facebook Live. I'm on right now.
Meteorologist Rich Fields here. He was doing some radio stuff, but we've been watching these storms come in. And it was just, I pulled up the traffic because of how bad it is right here. Well, here's the radar. Let me switch back over. So the storms just kind of went over the bridge, just put it in motion. And now South St. Pete, getting over towards Boca Ciega Bay, well, just east of there, not really the Bay Area, but look, there's a ton of lightning over there. Yeah. So all that's moving forward. No severe. No. Yeah, winds 40, maybe 45 miles per hour. It's a ton of lightning. We don't get watches or warnings for lightning. So, that's not going to do anything. And that's a pretty good little storm over Clearwater, too, that's been kind of just slowly drifting northwards over BELLWETHER now. But that's going to put down anywhere from, some of these could put down 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So far, it's early when you look at precip with these moving through, but you can see this spot over here just south of Ruskin, over an inch. It's going to be a little bit more than that. Yeah, 1.3 inches of rainfall. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3/4 of an inch at least in South St. Pete, even downtown St. Pete.
Posted.
Yeah, a couple of them. A couple marine warnings out there. Been jumping back, looking at some cameras. I mean, MAHAFFEY Theater. We lost the Tampa cam. It's out.
MAHAFFEY Theater cam.
Yeah.
I just tried the corner.
Yeah, let me do this right here so I can put another camera here. Oops. Get MAHAFFEY back up and turn this thing around a little bit. I can't believe we lost the downtown Tampa camera. There it is. It's back.
Wow.
Yeah, storm's rolling through there as well, too. Armature Works actually running a time lapse of this one. You can see that's the river curving right there.
Check your MAHAFFEY camera now.
Oh, yeah. Clearwater Beach.
Wow. It's like it's underwater.
Yeah, it does look like it, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. It's just really filling in. South Tampa, look at South Tampa now. Here it comes. McDill's just about completely engulfed, but certainly the southern end of Bayshore, which is, it's down here, but essentially it's right in here. That's where it's just starting to get, and it's just going to fill right in. So South Tampa's going to get it. Again, 35, 45 mile per hour winds, not severe, but certainly can put some branches down, that type of thing. I'm really concerned about the lightning that we're getting right in here. Not seeing much in the way of rotation, at least not tornadic or anything like that, but certainly some very heavy rainfall. That area of Kenneth City, all the way up to Cross Bayou and up to Almerton Road.
Moving quick.
Yeah, the movement on them is north at 25. It's obviously going faster than that, but the tops are getting blown. The other thing is we've got a lot of upper level winds that are blowing from the southwest or from the northeast to the southwest. See all this? Going in that direction. So you can see the tops of these clouds. Look what's happening out here.
Mm-hmm.
Most of that wind, the highest part of that wind is up here. Thank goodness. And you can see this thunderstorm right here. You see the top doesn't blow off that much versus these thunderstorms here. They're all blowing off in that direction. But that makes for stronger storms. And fortunately, we're going to have to watch the northern part of the state later today. And I'd even say Hernando and Citrus County for a couple strong storms simply because of that. All right, let's come back down here. Whoops, sorry guys. Let me get back down here. What do we have on this thing here? Oh, so St. Pete had, what did they have? 51-mile-per-hour wind gusts. St. Pete, was that Albert Whitted? Yep. Yep, so that's what we were looking at. We were watching this video right here, this live shot. It was 51-mile-per-hour winds right there at the tower at Albert Whitted. The lookout for today is just 0, just saying we'll see thunderstorms. There's no threat for severe weather today. Tomorrow's is just about the same. Thursday, I mean, we may see a couple thunderstorms, but we're not going to see a lot on Thursday. So anyways, back to today, there's no watch, or what this is indicating here is the chances for severe weather, and this is just saying that we're going to get thunderstorms. There's not even a marginal chance, which is one of the lowest ones that you can get. Separate than watches and warnings, but still same idea, right? Let you know what to look out for. So these storms in Polk County, pretty big now out towards Lake Wales. In fact, look at, see some pretty decent hail out there now.
Oh yeah, decent hail course.
So we'll see. Melbourne covers that area. We'll see if they want to issue anything there, but nothing too suspicious going on out here. Highlands County, this is your best chance for rain today. All right, we look upstream, we've got more. You've got one here. Obviously, you got what's coming through right now. You've got another one, and because, again, this is all part of a tropical wave, it's just a ton of moisture to work with. So I don't expect a lot of this. I mean, this will change, but I expect at least some of this to be holding together and get back in here as we get into later this evening. So kind of soggy out there. What's that? Palmetto is quite a bit of lightning. Yeah, oh yeah, you bet. Things actually should be getting a little bit better, Lorianne. Not a lot, but I mean, look, it's still coming down there. Look at that.
Wow. Christine says she's getting hammered on Clearwater Beach.
Yeah, is she? A lot of lightning out over the bay right now in this area in southern Pinellas County. So what we're hearing is coming down in buckets out there today. And you can see basically southern Pinellas County is the one seeing it. Southern Pinellas County is the one basically getting more of anything else, but that's all going to come up. So Tampa, South Tampa, here it comes. Northern Pinellas, we haven't seen a whole lot up there. Safety Harbor actually pretty dry right now, but I think you should get some as well too. Innisbrook, Tarpon Springs.
I almost blew away.
Natalie just came in here. Now,
So the wind is so crazy.
Facebook Live, do you want to step in front of the camera or no?
Sure.
Okay, all right, awesome. Hold on, let me adjust here.
This is the real Natalie.
Yeah, this is.
So this is a meteorologist in her glory.
Oh no, come on, let's do it. Let me do you
The
some.
rain jacket.
There you go.
Got the rain jacket. The messy bun.
She comes in and says, "It's windy."
Wind blowing.
I almost got blown away.
I'm not gonna lie. I was driving down the Gandy, and
Yeah.
the car,
Yeah.
all of us were slowly getting pulled, and I was like, "We're all slowing down. We're all taking our time."
51-mile-per-hour gusts at Albert Whitted with that line that you're driving
feel
through.
it.
So yeah,
Feel it in the core.
yeah, yeah.
That's a meteorologist in her glory.
Yeah, kind of cool, right? There's no watches, no warnings, but we're on Facebook saying, check it out. I mean, Pinellas is just getting, yeah, South Tampa too, but look at this lightning. Look at all this lightning right now in the Bayside Bridge area over towards St. Pete Clearwater Airport. This is where we just were trying to get the camera. Yep, right there. And there's a ton of lightning there right now. You can see all this here. Well, this count is behind. That'll fill in here a little bit. But that's a lot of lightning in that High Point Feather Sound area, Bayside Bridge. US 19 corridor for that matter. And all the rain is off to the west, at least for the most part. A little bit of a break back behind this. You see these boundaries coming together right here. Watch these lines right here. See all that? You can see a couple little showers begin to pop up. There's one southeast of Duet that's moving northwest towards town. But I would watch this area right here in eastern Manatee for stuff to develop. And then again, we've still got this line here that has to come through. And that, as somebody was saying earlier, was likely to get up into here. Over Palm Bay. Yeah, Sean. Big time. Big time. Melbourne area. We can go over there. Not a lot going on over there. You've got some coming in offshore. Again, this moisture's coming through, so you see what's coming out of the Bahamas now. Sorry about that. A lot of this should hold together and get up into there later. That would be 3 o'clock now. I'd say 5 o'clock before that gets there, maybe 4:30. 4:30 or so before this line gets up towards the Melbourne area. What else we got going on here? Zach's disappointed with the amount of lightning. Holy, I just lost my computer. Here we go. All right, let me get back here. Okay, let's get back down into Pinellas and Hillsborough. We got these storms going on right now. How's everybody doing out there? Am I doing all right? Bring those kids in. I know it's still summertime. They're out playing. Thunder roars, go indoors type of thing, right? But you see that sky starting to thicken up. You need to be careful with it. See, the concern in this time of year, especially with storms popping up like this, is let's go over here to Nonosassa, all right? I've got to get, let's do this. The concern is that the lightning comes so far out. See all the lightning in there? You get lightning outside of where it's actually storming, out ahead of it, and that can be very, very dangerous. I'll kind of enlarge the lightning bolts here so you can see it. But you get lightning bolts around the edges, and you think you're outrunning the storm, but then you end up kind of too close to it. We can easily get lightning 3, 4, 5 miles outside the storm, easily. It can go 20, 25. So I think I've heard it going even further than that. It doesn't happen a lot, but easily 3, 4, 5 miles outside. So that's why, if you thunder roars, go indoors. I mean, look, we'd be indoors all the time here in the summertime, but you get the idea when it's getting closer and you're like, oh man, that was loud thunder. It's time to get indoors because the storm's getting closer. All right, let's do this so you can see all the rain coming upstream. So I don't think all of this down here makes it in here, but some of it will. Forecast model. I'm going to jump over now. This is the forecast model. Yeah, no, it's been doing. I don't know why it's doing that. See, it brings rain back in 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I've got another model here. Let me show you another version here and what it's thinking for tonight. Let me load this up here. Kind of give you a full screen view of it as well too. I don't think it's the monitor. I think it's the connection or something. Sorry guys, I'm flying blind here right now. All right, so here is the model. All right, here we go. So here it is right here. Take a look at that. That's 4:20 this afternoon. So let me back it up. You see what's there over Hardy and DeSoto counties? Watch as this comes back up and fills in again. So that would be a second wave. I'm kind of going forward and backwards with it. and that's by about 5 o'clock that it makes it to Tampa, maybe even 4:30. But look at Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus County. I haven't had to talk about you much yet, right? Because you haven't had a lot, but it's going to be busy. Going to be busy 5 o'clock this afternoon, and then 6:30, 7 o'clock. Most of this is going to fall apart. So that's what it's looking like right now as far as the modeling goes. Could be off just a little bit, but definitely expect it to be active the rest of the afternoon here. There we go. Look at all of that lighting up there. Man, Dunedin. So let me pull up something over here. Look out for power outages. I know we've got some. Duke outages. Let me pull up. Tampa Electric. So Duke is reporting now about 305 people without power in the St. Pete area. 245 of those are in Old Northeast. We've got 765 without power out by Dunedin, out by Clearwater Beach. You got power at the house?
She did.
She does? Yeah, okay. Looks like this area right here. Maybe, looks like it could be the mainland area of Clearwater. So that's from all this lighting. That's the reason why I'm kind of showing you that right here. Look at all that lighting down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta see that.
Yeah. No, that's a good storm. So downtown, let's jump out to the airport. What's the airport looking like right now? You can see it starting to come. Crank that around, zoom that all the way out. Por favor. Here, no, you can just drive right here. Just go like this.
Oh, zoom out. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Kind of pan around and see what it looks here. This is International Plaza. You can see right there at the bottom. And remember, this is coming from behind the camera, kind of. That's off towards the Courtney Campbell. So I would imagine we're going to end up with a ground stop here at the airport if we already don't have it. In fact, let's got to zoom in on this thing. See if anything's happening out over there. Oh, there's not even that many planes there. Good for them. Got everything out of the way. Plane on the ground ain't making money. Put it in the air, get people on it. All right, so there's that. Let's go back to the armature works, which is look at that. It's just covered up. Downtown. Hey, look, the camera's been dirty. We needed that.
Yeah, and the wasps.
We needed that. Yeah, wasps in Lakeland. Clearwater. Let's jump out to Clearwater Beach now. And you can see, things are quieting down there. That's good. Good news there. Sarasota, look. Oh, we haven't had any. Oh, that's right. The camera's been down now.
Yeah, she's got power.
She does, okay. Lakeland, these are the storms coming through there. And then what we were watching here from the station, it's obviously filled in. It's kind of tough to see. So Bellwether, if you remember that, we refreshed the camera and turned it around, but look at that color of that water. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it after it rains out on the beach. Back to the radar. Let's put it in motion again. Ton of lightning up by State Road 60 in the Clearwater area. 60 and 19, just to the south and west of there. It's that Largo area, and that will push right up, all the way up Sunset Point Road. I mean, this is going to go all the way up. And Safety Harbor, I would plan on seeing some too. You can see a lot of this is right along the spine of Pinellas County, but look at all what's coming in over here from South Tampa, downtown area. It's going to move all the way up into West Chase, Carrollwood. Carrollwood's basically seeing it right now. pull up my Facebook page too. See if comments. Now I'm looking at the comments from 10 Tampa Bay, guys, so if I'm missing you on my page, I'm going to pull it up now. Let's see. Here we go.
Radio and newspapers are done.
Yes, thank you so much.
Ryan says, would that second line be weaker? You know, Ryan, yeah, a touch for the area that's seeing the heavy rain right now, because this just zaps a lot of the energy out. I mean, what are temps? Temps are really coming down right now because of this. In fact, let's go take a look at them now. No, I don't want that. I mean, look at that. 77 McDill, 93 in Valrica. So you can see what the temperatures are doing because of the rain. But look at this area right here in Lakeland up to Wesley Chapel, 97 degrees right now.
Yeah.
So, and if you go back, keep your eye on Wesley Chapel, and then look at the radar here. See this area right in here? There's not a lot there, except for hot air. So when this line here kind of pushes up in there, even part of this, you can see the boundaries coming out right here. See the little green line right there? There's one right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got this line itself. So this should start to fill in here from Fishhawk all the way up through Brandon, and eventually up Plant City, and then of course in the Dade City and Zephyr Hills, or Wesley Chapel up to Zephyr Hills eventually.
What about the collision of that with what's on the way?
Yeah. So this line is what we're talking about here. See that green line right there?
How far out will that go before it dissipates then?
I don't know, probably out and over here.
What you look?
But see, you know, sometimes these boundaries can sit there overnight. I mean, they won't move, but there will be a little bit of a difference there overnight. What did McDill have? What are they reporting there? 45 mile per hour wind gusts at McDill. So we just got that in from the Weather Service. 45 mile per hour wind gusts at McDill. Let's figure out what that was.
No, but the Twitter thing that she set us up with has been super helpful.
All right, guys, so that's it. I'm going to let you go here now, get some things ready for the show. It was awesome yesterday after the rain, the drive home to the rainforest.
Yeah.
Temps were in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, that is the best thing about this rain, man. It really, you know, we complain about our heat down here, but at least we get these showers and storms to cool us off, because it's actually been pretty nice once they cooled off. Holidays starting to get the rain pretty heavy. Yep.
So that's the alert thing.
Wicked bad in Largo. Yes.
Yes, that one.
It is wicked bad in Largo. I will give you that too. In fact, let me check some of those other power outages.
When you go to that Twitter account.
Refresh this map, because I'm sure there's been more since I did this. Duke is reporting.
Maybe?
No, not a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out the alert
Duke has a
thing,
few
because I
customers in
didn't have
downtown that are out. Downtown Tampa, that
They kept
is.
saying couldn't find me. So I don't know
Not a
if
lot.
it's-
At least that's
I
being
didn't know
reported
if
right
it's
now.
It's like a different account.
That was Duke. I'm sorry, Tico.
I didn't want
Tico's
to-
only
I didn't
reported
want
a
to
few.
take a ride.
Duke has got a bunch out in mainland Clearwater.
Yes, you know what,
Southern Pinellas, as you can imagine, is where we got most of that out. South Side Pete, we've got 300 some out,
they have to, like,
mainly up in that Lake Maggiore shore area, Harbordale. And then again, up in the old northeast area, quite a bit of power out right in that area too. Yeah, the humidity does get hot, absolutely, Cassandra, you're right. The humidity gets higher, but like the air temperature will cool, and so it'll actually, once that kind of works its way out, it will feel better here in the next hour or so. I'd say even 30 minutes once the rain's over. And then if you look at the satellite and radar, there will be some more breaks of sunshine, but we're not going to see a whole lot. Look what's happening down here in Manatee, Sarasota, Hardy, DeSoto. See that hole that's kind of drifting northward? That will give us some sun, but these storms are going to start getting into this area where the tops are blowing back to the south and the west. So the further north they get of I-4, the better places like Newport Richey, Tarpon Springs, you know, perhaps northwestern Hillsborough start to get a few more clouds, high clouds to kind of hang in there, which will keep us from getting too much sun and heating back up. I do expect some sun to break out. You can see it right here, right? And so that's going to come back through. And as long as there's a hole in the clouds here, this line will hold together because it's feeding off of that heat as it moves off to the north and the west. Okay, guys, that's it for now. We're going to get you get off of here, but we have the very latest coming up at 5 o'clock. Lots of breaking news out there today. Anything coming out of these storms, we'll have the latest for you again at 5 o'clock. And, you know, no severe weather is expected, but, I mean, there's pretty good storms out there, as you know.
They want me to jump on Facebook.
At 4 o'clock. Rich Fields will be on at 4 o'clock Facebook, so check back in with him. That's just about 45 minutes. That's a good timing. Get you updated on these storms. And if we have any other storm reports, well, let me show you those now. If we have any more of those at that particular time, we'll show you. So here's what we've had so far. Let's go back 12 hours. So just a couple for today. This is the one at Albert Whitted that was 51 mile per hour wind gust. And then we had the one at McDill, which is, yeah, that's what that is. And that was 45, I think it was. 45 mile per hour wind gust, yeah. So far that's it. And you look, let's keep it quiet. Let's get these storms in and out of here. We should be pretty good. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you in a little bit.